Hi and hello everybody, it's Fern. I hope that you are doing well. Thank you so much for joining me for another Planty video. I'm very excited to feel like I'm coming back to YouTube. I've already posted one Planty video today actually. And here I am filming another one, so I'm really happy about that. That brings a sense of normalcy to my life that I desperately need, so very happy to be here and very happy to have you here with me. So the plan for today, I actually don't even know how much I'm gonna get done today. It's already 2 p.m. and I just haven't felt great. But I figured I would start filming, and even if I only get 1 or 2 things done, then that's fine. But I basically am going to be going through my plants and starting to rehab and just help them recover from the destruction of almost 2 months of neglect at this point. So yeah, we're just gonna be hanging out, doing some plant care. I hope that that sounds good to you. It's a very overcast day. Y'all know that I've been having a bit of a tough time lately, so I am majorly prioritizing rest and wellness and trying to move at a bit of a slower pace. And something that supports me in that, which I am so grateful for, is my Helix mattress. So thank you so much to Helix for sponsoring today's video. The perfect sponsor for this video, honestly, especially going into cozy season. I feel like having a high quality, comfortable mattress is just so important. If you're a regular viewer, then you probably already know how much I love my Helix mattress. We've had this for over 2 years now, and myself and my partner both absolutely love it. It's the most comfortable mattress that we've ever slept on. Olive is also a big fan of this mattress. I used to struggle with a lot of back and shoulder pain until we switched to this mattress, and now I don't at all. I took the sleep quiz that Helix offers, and it matched me to the Midnight Luxe mattress, which has been such a perfect fit. I didn't really know what I was looking for when shopping for a mattress, so that was a really great guide. They ask you questions based on things like your body type, your sleeping preferences and positions, how many people are sharing the bed, stuff like that. I feel like that made the process so simple and straightforward, and they do also offer a 100-night sleep trial to make sure that you absolutely love your mattress. I was not surprised at all to find out that Helix is the most awarded mattress brand. I will always recommend them both to you guys and to people in my personal life. If you've been needing to upgrade your mattress, I feel like right now is the perfect time to do so as we are going into winter. What could be better than having a nice cozy nest to curl up into? She's nesting right now, creating her cozy nest. Exactly. Helix is currently running their fall savings event, so if you go to helixsleep.com/wildfern, you can save 20% off site-wide. So definitely check Helix out. I love them so much, and thank you so much again to them for sponsoring today's video. Okay, I'm really undecided if I want to just casually grab a plant and work with it, or whether I want to make a big list. I don't know. I feel like I might get overwhelmed with a massive list. I'm sitting here looking at philodendron varicosum, so I think I might as well start with that plant, even though the thought of dealing with moss poles right now, I don't really want to do it, but it needs to be done. So let's go ahead and grab that one to get started. Okay, I feel like there's a lot going on behind me. I have plants everywhere on the kitchen counter. I had a big watering day yesterday, so everyone's watered, which is great. But yeah, we have other work to do. And it's hard to get this whole plant in the frame. Okay, so I just had a little think about this, and I feel like whenever my plants go downhill, I have this urge to just chop them up and then restart the propagations. And it's a lot of work because I have to completely take apart the setup, like take apart the moss pole, take all the pon out of the pot, reuse that, clean everything out, and then wait for these cuttings to root and then set them up in the same system again. And I just don't think that that makes a lot of sense for me right now, especially because I have so many plants that are in this type of state. So what I think I'm gonna do is just prune this. I'm just gonna cut some of it off, let it kind of regain its health, and then it's just going to keep on growing, and I can decide whether I'm going to do a chop and extend or whatever. But there's really no reason for me to completely cut this up and make more work for myself. And I think that pruning plants is something that I really need to utilize more, because a lot of my plants get really unruly and it starts bothering me, and I don't know why I have this issue with not wanting to cut them. Like, I have this bigger is better mentality, and I just don't think that that's the case. I think I need to start just snipping things when they need a snip, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna pour my cup of tea, and then we're gonna give this a little prune. Okay, I'm having apple cinnamon tea, nice and cozy. And I'm actually thinking that I want to cut this down pretty low, because it's just gonna, it doesn't really matter. Like, I feel like that's even better, because then it has the chance to really reestablish itself with nice leaves up the rest of the pole. So I think I'm just gonna go for it. Why not, right? This one, I'll try here and see how I feel about that. I need to remove this little pest control box as well. So yeah, I'm just pulling this off, and I'm not gonna propagate, because you don't have to propagate every single cutting you take. It is okay, my friends, to just put them in the compost. Nothing bad is gonna happen. If you're up to, you know, giving it away, posting it on Facebook, then you do you, but I am not up to that. I don't want to do that, so I'm not gonna. Okay, let's get this one out now. There's a couple roots in this one right here. You know, I actually have a box of plant supplies from Rousseau Plant Care that arrived last month, and I'm really looking forward to opening that. And I think that there's more drippers for moss poles, which is one of my favorite innovations of theirs. But I haven't opened the package yet. I think I'm gonna sit down, and maybe the next video I post will be opening that package and trying some of those things out. But I don't feel like doing that right this second, and it's downstairs, but you will see me open that soon. Okay, there's a yellowed leaf that's like snapped off down here, so I'm just gonna remove that. And I think I'm happy to leave the rest of the leaves on. This is just kind of dusty. So that's gonna be my next step, is to pop this in the shower. I wanna give it a good wash, and yeah, just get the leaves nice and clean. Luckily, I don't see pests on this one. Actually, a lot of my plants surprisingly don't have pests, which I'm shook about. There's a few that do for sure, but a lot of them don't. So that makes my life a little bit easier. And then I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in the same spot that it's been in. I'll have to think about that. And of course, as I go through my plants, especially these days, I'm really thinking about which ones I absolutely love and want to keep in my collection. And Philodendron Varicosum, it's one of my top favorite philodendrons. I really only have my top favorites at this point. So I do want to keep it. Like, I still have a dream of having a nice, big, juicy, velvety Varicosum one day. It's never happened for me. I seem to always have to start this plant over, but one day. Anywho, I'm gonna go pop this in the shower now. Okay, I'm just gonna let him dry off there for a minute, but it's just so funny how I have these rules, or just like get into these routines of things that I always do, so I don't even really think about them. And then I'll realize, like, wait, there's a different way I could do this that would be a lot easier and make more sense. Yay for figuring things out. The thing is that there would be circumstances where this plant maybe would need to be completely taken apart if there was pests, especially if there's pests in the pole, which is another issue that I have to deal with a different plant. or if it was really root bound or it had root rot or some reason that it would need to come out of this pot. But I think that it still has a ton of room in that pot, so there's really no need to be restarting it. Okay, so I grabbed my Anthurium moodianum, which is looking so beautiful with this new leaf right here. There's another small one behind that one, but I found aphids on it yesterday, which is annoying, so that one might come out a little bit damaged. But I'm thinking of moving this one into the bedroom onto the cart that the Varicosum was sitting on, so I want to get it cleaned up so that it can be moved there because it doesn't really have a great spot right now. So until I can come up with a better idea, I think that's where I'm gonna stick it. Or I could put a begonia on that cart. That's another idea. Regardless, this plant needs a shower, and I'm kind of tempted to just cut off a lot of these older leaves because they're all yellowing, like they just don't look that good. So I think I'm gonna do it. I guess there's only 3 I need to cut off, so that's not too bad, I don't think. I can't believe this plant is finally growing. It took so long to put out some new leaves. It is super dusty though, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a shower. Okay, I think I'm gonna go between filming on my phone when I have to just pop around because I can't really carry my main camera around because the mic jiggles and it's just unpleasant. So I'll just toggle between. So this is where I'm thinking of popping the moodianum or a begonia, but I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put the moodianum there, see how it does. The Varicosum's just not working there for me because the leaves are going in all crazy directions. And now I'm just kind of moving along, and the Begonia maculata is the next one on my list here. Also, if you didn't see my last video, it was a walkthrough showing all of my plants and the state of them. So I'm not really going to be explaining, like if you're just here to vibe out while I do plant chores, then cool. But if you actually want to know the state of all the plants that I'm working with, then go check out that video. But yeah, so now the Begonia maculata, it's looking a little bit spindly. There's a lot of crispy leaves that need to come off. So I either need to clean that one up, or I have rooted cuttings and I am considering starting a new plant just because I already have those rooted cuttings. And it's a begonia, it's something that's going to grow back super quickly. And in this case, that would probably be quicker than going through and chopping up and cleaning up that entire plant. So I'm gonna see if I can get a setup going for the cuttings that I have. Okay, I took apart this self-watering or semi-hydro planter that my Begonia Sinbad was in, one of them, and that plant had croaked. So I basically just took that plant out, but this is cracked, which is so annoying. So I can't use this cover pot. I remember this leaking last time I watered that plant as well. However, the net pot is fine. So if I can find a container to pop this into, then I could pot my maculata cuttings up in leca, which is something I've always wanted to try. I have the leca that came out of that pot. It's gonna start boiling here soon. To freshen it up. It does have a lot of roots on it. Begonias have a lot of really fine roots and they can be hard to get off of things. So we'll see how that leca turns out. Okay, so this net pot actually works with this checkered cover pot, which is perfect. So I'm gonna use this little setup for the maculata cuttings that have been rooting in this book vessel for far too long. I'm glad that we're taking these out right now. There's some Fanny Moser cuttings in here as well, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with those because my Fanny Moser actually looks really good. That is a plant that has withstood significant neglect and it still looks amazing. Some of the other ones, not so much. So cute. I'm just gonna leave her in there, I guess. And I have my leca bin. I'll just add in the leca that I'm boiling to this, back into this bin after, but I didn't want to have to wait for it to cool down and everything, so I'm just gonna use fresh stuff. I actually thrifted a new scoop for my semi-hydro. I think that this is going to be great for leca and for pond because it has like fine holes, and it looks like a good scoop shape. It's a kitchen utensil of some type. Kitchen utensils, they are so useful for planty chores. Ooh. I mean, I don't want it to drip everywhere, but you better believe that this got a nice scoop of leca for me here. I am very excited about this scoop. Okay, oh shoot, I'm not even set up here yet. I need to put the string in. And my battery's dying. Goodness gracious. And the lighting is horrible. Oh well. Bear with me, y'all. I'm just happy to be doing anything. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do one little cutting for now, honestly, because this is such a small vessel. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, just one. And I'm gonna keep the mother plant going until I know that this has established, because I don't want to risk completely losing the plant. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so baby. Look at her, just so small. In this little pot. And I think that this would actually look so cute on this shelf here and really just bring something different to it. Like, this shelf is looking very sad, for one. But this Hoya campanulata, I think she needs to go because I have 3 of these and this one is just looking so rough. I have one that looks really healthy in the cabinet. This might even be rotted at this point, I don't know. But yeah, I think that I can say goodbye to this one. So in that spot instead, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the little maculata there. And that looks so much better already. I feel like polka dot begonias really bring so much to a space. They're so eye-catching and they just add something very different compared to other plants. So I feel like they're always such a good option when it comes to plant styling and livening up an area. And I will get to sprucing up the rest of the plants on this shelf on another day. Okay, so I ended up sticking the Varicosum in the dining room for now. It doesn't have a permanent spot yet. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe it'll go up on that wooden shelf beside it. We'll see. And then I put the Mudianum here in the bedroom, which looks really cute, but we'll see how it grows in here. I have a feeling it's not gonna like it, but we shall find out. Even though I only worked with a few plants today, I'm still feeling really good about it. I'm gonna hop back on tomorrow. It's 3:45 right now, and I still have to clean up the messes that I've made, and I also have to do some editing, and I'm trying to be stricter about my evenings just being for resting. I'm really bad at that though, so we'll see how it goes, but for now I really have to carve out a lot of self-care and just relaxation time for myself. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Okay, hello. Good afternoon. Oh my goodness. This hound, you guys, nothing has changed. Every time I sit down, this hound, come here. Oh my goodness. What? You don't want to let mommy sit and talk to the camera? Okay, I fear we're gonna have to have a little play session for a minute first. Okay, we are back. So today I'm just gonna be continuing to work through my collection and do any plant care that needs to be done, get rid of any plants that I am letting go of, and yeah, just get things cleaned up, freshened up, and sorted. So we're gonna head back into the bedroom. I need to clean my marble queen pothos. She needs to be treated for mealies, so I'm gonna be washing her down with a pest spray. And I don't know if I'm gonna move her or if she's gonna stay in the bedroom. I kind of feel like I should move her just because the bedroom is a little cold now. I don't know, this is the problem, trying to balance like light and temperature, especially as we're going into a cooler season. I'll see about that. I just don't know where I would put her. I mean, I suppose I could just bring her back out here and put her facing the south windows, so I might just end up doing that. But she really just needs a good wash, so that is my top priority. And then we're gonna tackle the wally grows. I think that there's also some mealies on the Syndapsis. I don't even know if I wanna keep the Syndapsis, and I have already decided I'm going to be letting go of another plant that's currently in a wally grow planter, so there's going to be some changes happening to the hanging plants there. Oh, and also the Hoya Chingensis is in our bathroom. I want to remember to take that one out as well because I want to wash that plant, and I think I'm going to move it back out here, maybe onto the Vit Show shelf, because it just ends up getting neglected in the bathroom. This is the thing, if my plants are anywhere other than in the main part of the house or the bedroom, even the bedroom tends to get neglected a little bit more. But yeah, it's easier for me to just have them all out in this main section of the house. And I also think they grow better out here as well. So any plant that I can have out here, I should. But on the other hand, I like to have some plants in the bedroom. So I guess it's just finding the right ones to thrive in there. But yeah, let's go and head in there. It is raining. I thought that we were supposed to get some sun today. It is so dark and gloomy, and it just started pouring rain, so not really the weather that I was hoping for today, but that's okay. Okay, so here she is, and she's actually not looking that great, if I'm honest. We have a bunch of leaves that have died off, which, you know, that's not too crazy. These are at the bottom of the pole, so I wouldn't be too concerned about that. As we know, this plant has mealies. It is not a good situation, so that's probably what's causing a lot of this. But yeah, the fact that she has these leaves yellowing like in the middle of the pole, I don't love that. So I'm gonna spray her down with, I have some of my DIY pest mix done up. I'll put what the ingredients are on the screen. I kind of alter it just depending what I have. At this point is going to be a good mechanical clean. I'm going to see if I can use my glove to, like, you see all the sap that's on here? She just needs a really good wash. We have this new leaf that's unfurling as well. Looks a little bit smaller, but I guess I'm just impressed that she's putting out any type of new growth right now. With the current situation. So pretty though. The leaves are facing out beautifully since she's been facing the window. So I'm gonna detach her from this pole support and take her into the shower. There we go. I'm gonna remove this. There's like a weird, gross towel that oh my gosh. There's a root growing into it. That is actually crazy. Okay, so I've had this towel sitting in the pot because this pot is too small. Like, there's so much room in there that it was flopping around, so I just stuffed a dish towel in there to keep it from falling over. And a root has come out of the pot and grown through this dish towel. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so chunky. That is crazy. I'm gonna try to remove it without harming it because I want to keep that root. It's so big. Is it even gonna be able to come through the pot when I repot this? It might. That is wild. Oh my gosh. This is really disgusting. Don't judge me. I just watered. That's why it's all wet. It's not normally like sopping wet in there. Maybe it is though. Maybe it's like been retaining water and keeping these roots nice and plumped. So there's that. Okay, we're going to the shower now. I actually think that I'm gonna go ahead and just remove the 2 leaves that are yellowing. Like, I might as well. They have mealies all over them, so the less leaves, the better. Mealies love going inside the sheath of plants, like any plant that has this like crispy sheath kind of situation on it, like this stuff. They love to go in there, so I'm making sure to clean all of the crevices around there as well, and where the petiole meets the main vine, there's definitely mealies in there. This is such a nice plant. Despite it struggling right now, it is just so pretty. One of my favorites in the whole collection. I'm so glad that I tried to grow it up a pole because it just makes it look so amazing. Okay, and now I am gonna give it a good rinse just to wash off all of the buildup that was on here. And I want to wet the moss pole. I think I am gonna be popping an extension on this one today as well. So that'll be the next thing that we do. Okay, so I'm gonna prepare a moss pole extension, and I kind of figured that I might as well go ahead and repot this plant. I don't even know if this is much bigger than I think this might be wider but shorter than the pot that it's in right now. So I'll have to see. This is one of the Russo foldable pots, which I really like for aroids with chunky roots. So I might switch it to this one. We'll see. The Marble Queen's just kind of draining in the shower right now. And I'm just gonna kind of get everything prepared here. Actually, I don't need to pre-fill this. I'm gonna pop it on and then fill it. So what am I doing then? I guess I have to go get the plant. I'm out of practice. Okay, the fact that I just drenched this is not ideal for repotting. Oh, this actually is quite a bit bigger. So yeah, I will pop it into this pot. But yeah, it is shorter. So I guess I'll just fill in fresh soil around it. See this big root? Are you gonna pull through? It might not, but I'll try. Oh. Oh, it's coming. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is exciting. It's so satisfying when you can keep a nice chunky root like that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be better just to give it a little bit more breathing room in there. I, of course, do not have my soil scoop, but that's okay. I have hands, so just fill it up like this. Wow, this is like proper plant chores. I haven't done this in so long. It feels nice. This poor plant on Dev's doorstep. But he's fixed right up. And I think that I am gonna move him out here just for the warmer temperatures over the winter. think he'll like it better being back out here. Oh, the sun is coming out a little bit. It's trying to. It is so nice to be back filming, you guys. I cannot even tell you. Even yesterday I didn't film, but I did editing for both of my channels, and it was just so enjoyable and so nice to be getting back into the rhythm. So I'm super happy, and I feel like I'm doing better every day. I am really working on self-care routines in like a serious sense. Like, I know that self-care can be so, I don't know, glamorized, but sometimes the self-care that you actually need is discipline and doing things that are uncomfortable, but that you know are going to help you in the long term. That is looking really good. I did also grab a saucer for this one. So let me move him onto there. Perfect. And I am gonna use the pole support still for this one. Oh, and we need to do the extension. And I'm just gonna fill it up. I am almost fully out of sphagnum moss. It took me so long to go through that giant brick that I bought like 2 years ago, but we are nearing the end. Maybe I will grab another one on Black Friday. That's such a random thing to buy for Black Friday, but I need moss. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping so much moss, making a big mess. Okay, just gonna stick that cup back on. Okay, that is grand. I think that I'm gonna water a little bit now that we added that new fresh soil into the pot. I don't know if there's anything in this right now. Oh yeah, nice. I think this has kelpie in it. That's what I watered with yesterday. Oop. Okay. That's it. Okay, the sun is fully out now, and I figured that we could take a quick Hoya bloom break because there are a couple of exciting ones that are about to flower. So I have to keep you in the loop here. First of all, Miss Polynera, we know her, we love her. She ranked #1 out of all my Hoyas this year in my Hoya video. Yeah, I'm obsessed with this plant. However, the one thing that I said I wish she would do is flower, because she's never flowered for me, and I've had her for over 5 years at this point, I think. Well, technically I restarted her from a cutting in 2022. So yeah, it's still been a while. Anywho, we are going to get flowers. So I am so excited. I thought I was seeing things when I first noticed the peduncle emerging. I was sitting on the couch and I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? And I came and looked, and sure enough, so there's those ones there. And then there's a bunch of other ones that are coming in as well. So yeah, it's just super, super exciting. Yeah, it's kind of fun to pick up the branches and find out which ones have flowers coming in. I cannot wait. These ones are going to open literally at any moment. They are like bursting. So yeah, I cannot wait to see them. And then over here, and this is what made me pick up the camera to show you these flowers, because I just put the marble queen there and then I saw these and I was like, oh my gosh, these are almost ready to open as well. So my Hoya compacta flowers, which I showed you these coming in my walkthrough that I posted, but look at them, they look so juicy. Oh my gosh, they are preparing to open as well. Oh, I just love how they look, like just bursting out of these weird curly leaves. It is so cool. And this plant is crazy, you guys. Look how long. It is almost touching the floor. which is insane. Like, what the heck? I just can't believe how big it is and how well this plant has done for me. So yeah, I'm so excited to see those flowers open. Okay, so now we're back here at the plant wall, and I'm thinking of getting rid of this syndapsis, which kind of pains me, but I already have cuttings rooted, and this one has mealies, and I don't really know if I love the look of it on here. Like, I don't know, something about the growth pattern makes it look really messy, and I feel like I just have to keep trimming it, but then it still doesn't look that good. Like, do you know what I mean? It's these crazy vines that are so stiff and they just go in every direction. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't look that great. And yeah, as you can see, there's mealies here. Also, look at this cool double leaf that my Polyneura Broguet has put out. Like, it's so neat. It's like a butterfly or something. It's so cute. But yeah, this, it's full of mealies. I don't think I love it. I do like the plant, like Syndapsis exotica, so that's why I have a cutting that I can pot up if I want to grow it out on the Vits show or something. But as for this one, I think I'm going to take it out of the Wally Grow. Same with my Thai lipstick, and I know that people are probably going to be upset, but I think I'm getting rid of this plant because I'm just so tired of the balding, and there's so many other plants out there that don't give me grief like this one. For example, my Hoya Hushkuliana, who literally looks perfect at all times, like so lush. Why would I keep plants that just won't stay nice and lush for me when there are others that will? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, and I also need to get rid of this linearis too. Good grief. I'll probably pot my fern leaf in this one in a reel, so I won't worry about that for right now, but I'm gonna remove these two, and I have no idea what I'm gonna put in those planters. Also, random side note, but the Hoya Hushkuliana blooms I saw in Plant and Style with Peachy's video, one of her recent videos, I think. She was showing this plant and talking about how the flowers smell like buttered popcorn, and I had never smelt them before, so I came up because mine has a couple of flowers on it right now, and I smelt it, and it does, and I thought that that was so cool. I don't know, it doesn't really have a strong scent when you're not right up close to it, but yeah, I had never smelt it before, so I learned that. And yeah, y'all know I'm obsessed with Hoya flowers, so thought I would share. Okay. Bye bye, buddy. I did ask my Discord what their thoughts were, if I should try to grow this one more time, or if I should just let it go. And most people said, just let it go, girl. So yeah, it is bittersweet. The body of this plant is so pretty. It's just the top drives me crazy. And it sheds a lot of leaves, which is annoying. But yeah. And now the light is crazy in here, but oh well. It is what it is. These vines are so, like, this is completely bald up to here. That's crazy. I don't think I've grown another plant that balds this badly. Gosh, if you have this, let me know if you've had the same experience, or is it just mine? But this has happened to me twice. I've started this plant over once already because it was balding. So yeah, I don't think I'm given a third chance. Even though it has such cute flowers, that's okay. All right, I'm going to run out to the compost. Unfortunately, sometimes getting rid of plants is self-care. And it's really not the end of the world. If I want to bring this plant back into my collection at some point, I'm sure I'll be able to find one. Okay, oh my gosh, it's so bright out now. It's lovely. We're at the time of year where I really love sunny days again. During the summer, I get kind of annoyed at just hot and sunshine every day, and I really crave the rain. But now that we're back in the rainy season and we get more rainy days or overcast days than sunny days, it's so uplifting when the sun comes out. Anywho, I wanted to make a little iced latte. I'm really limiting caffeine right now. I've been off coffee for almost a couple of months, and well, no, more like 6 weeks probably. I am still having tea, so I'm still having my matcha lattes, and I've been doing iced chai lattes lately. But for later in the afternoon, I still love to have just a little pick-me-up drink. And I saw somebody making an iced latte with moringa leaf powder instead of matcha, for like a caffeine-free version. So I was like, why don't I give it a go? I've had this before. I used to put it in smoothies, but I've never made just a drink with it. So I guess we'll see how this goes. I'll let y'all know if it's good. I'm anticipating this to taste very like grassy and earthy, but I'm gonna try to make it yummy, of course. Just gonna heat up some water. Just gonna do a small one because I don't even know if I'm gonna like this. To be fair, I'm not very picky. I kind of like everything. Oh, I didn't even turn this on. Turn on. Yeah, I like most things, or I can find a way to prepare it in a way that I would like it. Honestly, it kind of smells similar to matcha, and it very much looks like it. This is gonna be like my afternoon, late afternoon / evening version of matcha. 2 teaspoons to 1 cup of hot water. Okay, so I will do 2 teaspoons. I'm gonna dissolve it. I'm gonna basically make this the same way that I do other lattes. I'm gonna dissolve it with some hot water and then add my oat milk and ice. I don't know much about moringa, but I do think that it has a lot of vitamins and nutrients in it. I have also been drinking in the mornings Dandy Blend, which I used to drink years ago. One of the first times that I tried to decrease my coffee consumption, because it kind of gives a similar vibe to coffee, but there's no caffeine in this. I actually find it really delicious, and I drink it the same as I do coffee. I just put like my creamer in here. And then, not this turning into like a drink tour, but this is another caffeine-free latte that I've been drinking lately. One of my friends gave this to me for my birthday because I've always wanted to try a Bloom drink mix like this. So this is the birthday cake flavor, and it's actually really good. So yeah, I've been enjoying this one as well. It's made with like beetroot powder or something. Yeah, it has a bunch of other stuff in it. Maca powder, cardamom, cinnamon, nutmeg, coconut milk powder. That was kind of a lot of water, but oh well. Oh yeah, it smells really earthy, grassy, how I was expecting it to. It smells even earthier than matcha. I am gonna pop in some of my vegan honey just to sweeten it a touch. Okay, add the milk. Boop. Okay, taste test. It's not bad. It honestly does kind of taste like matcha. But like, it's a little grittier than matcha too. It doesn't as smoothly dissolve, I don't think. It has like a deeper flavor than matcha. Oh yeah, and it is gritty. Which doesn't bother me too much, but you don't get the grittiness with matcha. Honestly, it's not bad. But I don't mind an earthy tasting thing. A lot of people would hate this. I know that 100%. But for me, it's not bad. I'll drink it. Okay, so I was hoping to take care of a couple more things right now, but I actually have to head out because I drove Shane to work this morning because I had an appointment, and I needed the car. And I thought that I was going to be picking him up at 4:30, but he just called me and he's off early and I have to go pick him up now. It's almost 3 o'clock. So I'm going to head out. I would still like to at least clean up my Hoya Chingensis today. So maybe we will do that when I get back or this evening. We shall see. I'm trying to keep myself just very low stress, as I've been saying. So yeah, things are just going at a slower pace. The videos might not be as long as well, but I appreciate anyone who is just here to hang out for whatever I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, so I'll see y'all later. Hello everybody, it is the next day again. Yesterday ended up just getting away from me after cleaning up, taking Olive out. We got home and I decided to use some of my butternut squash that we harvested from the garden a couple weeks ago. I'll put a photo so you guys can see all of them. So yeah, we have a lot of them to use up. So I decided to make a curried butternut squash soup. The soup turned out so good, but it made me feel super sick, which is annoying. And this happens to me sometimes with coconut. I have a very strong stomach. Like, I don't ever have stomach issues, but except for when I eat coconut, but only sometimes. I don't know why that is, but yeah, sometimes it will just make me feel so incredibly sick, and that happened to me from that soup, which is so annoying because I made so much of it and now I don't even think that I can eat it. So Shane's gonna be eating a lot of butternut squash soup. I'm being blinded. But it woke me up in the middle of the night, my stomach hurting so much, and I was like, oh no. And then all day today, it is like noon right now, and yeah, my stomach has just been so unwell, so that's annoying. But anyways, we are here to work with Hoya Chingensis. It's looking a little crazy because the light was behind, like the windows were behind it, so it's kind of like branching out funny. But I want to get this cleaned up. I think I'm gonna prune off some of it because we have some sparse areas. This is such a hardy Hoya. I've been seeing, I better not be getting sick. I've been seeing the variegated ones popping up lately and I really like the way it looks, so maybe I will end up getting one day. I don't know. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this Hoya. It's so easygoing. It's tolerant of low light. It flowers very similarly to Hoya Bella. Cute little flowers. And yeah, it's kind of fuzzy. It has like a thicker leaf, but small leaves. I really like the growth pattern. Yeah, it's just a great Hoya. Mine has just been neglected, but even with all of the neglect, it still doesn't look horrible, so that just goes to show what a great plant it is. So yeah, you can see some of these branches, like this one, it just does not look good, so I'm just gonna, where should I go? Yeah, I'll go actually all the way. There we go. Bye-bye. This one looks pretty good. I am gonna shower this too because it's dusty. Oh, here's another weird branch. Snip this one off. Oh yeah, this one is like dead. It's shriveled. The leaves are all shriveled. This one is not bad, so I'll leave that one on. This one doesn't look great. I'm gonna cut this off as well. And that one is okay. Let's bring these over. Oh, I see one that, just the end of this one looks weird, so I'll just go like that. This is not good. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I'm gonna shower this off. Wait, yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a clean and then we will pop it on the Vitsto shelf. Okay, I actually really love this in this spot. Even the way that it's sprawling out, it looks pretty perfect. And the mushroom planter suits the whole vibe of this area. So I'm super, super happy with that. It'll get some light from that light there. And then also, I mean, it's gonna kind of get ambient light from all of the lights in this area. But yeah, how cute is that? I really am glad that I took this out of the bathroom, and it's gonna be so much happier here too. I still don't know what plants I'm gonna be sticking here on the wall I grow wall, so if you have any ideas, let me know. I'm kind of thinking of doing something completely different, like string of hearts. I've never done that before, and I think that it might look cool, so that's an idea that I have. But yeah, we'll see what I end up popping in there. Other than that, I think I'm gonna sign off from this video. I'm just really not feeling well today, and I'm starting to question, was it because of the soup, or is something brewing? I will be so mad if I get sick now after finally like making my comeback. So send good vibes. Thank you so much again to Helix for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check out their fall savings event to get 20% off site-wide if you go to helixsleep.com/wildfern. Really appreciate them sponsoring this video, and really appreciate y'all for watching it, especially if you made it to the end. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.